This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we
из
take action.
штаба.
How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Reri and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Reri has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all...
Understood. Then I...
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common.
Who'd you hear it from?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely...
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted also. You are the last person I expected to see here, Miss...
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually... So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keep...
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor. Oh, does this... It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now...
Okay. So what exactly is...
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have some... I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain...
You will? Well...
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's your... It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangam... Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on... Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. Giving it... that's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day I pass this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's so... Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talent, it took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for...
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case. Because...
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate does... Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want... Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a... There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a... Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay, and more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face what... Oh, that? I was just making sure. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord's...
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Diran, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can actually...
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does... Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Reri at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is complete. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making...
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right for me. That means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainslev?
Yes. I take it...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But thank you for your help with the Reri situation. Without your effort...
You're welcome. I know.
Friend. He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life.
Okay. So... You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but Now I feel...
You mean the harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. Yet even now, they support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for... I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down Reri.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will...
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to...
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about what...
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. Please, I'm just a...
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as... Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unsticky.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to...
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first...
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will. Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this
Так вот,
fight.
без предупреждения.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Moonlight betrayed you.
Yep, you too!
Move! The moonlight! Pathetic!
Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rere is to borrow his own. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powered, and then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them, as entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought you cannot win the fight against fate, Rere.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to...
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! Happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Reri.
We won. Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from...
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the in business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue.
Still, I don't like this outcome. And I don't want you to lose. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through Yehuda. For now, my dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt, and since Nefer's eyes were injured,
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage.
You're right. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the
Things are a little different now from how they...
Friends.